Good evening and welcome back to the channel and welcome to another episode of the London Greens Save. We continue on today, guys. Last time out we played just 2 games in episode 1 where we kind of went through the squad and the contracts and all that good stuff. And unfortunately we got a draw, a 90-minute kind of draw. It was a bit of a weird game, to be honest, against South Reading. And then unfortunately once again we were knocked out by Balham FC in the cup, this time on penalties, and it was mostly because we rotated our team for this this cup match against Sevenoaks that we are about to play, where we've more or less got the first team lined up. We've got a little bit of rotation still kind of occurring, but McElhenney is going to start. Other players who have yet to kind of have their starts this season, Takeda, for example, is in there as well. In fact, I think with Takeda, his tactics should be personalized deep lying forward attack and then target forward for Ricky May when with Takeda. So that's good. Yeah, that's all good. That's all good. Regroup, yes. Mid-block, stop crosses. That's all right. That's a good start. Okay. Now, we don't know exactly the level of the team we're going to be playing against. We don't really know if there's a... we don't even really know how they play. Look at that, 2 draws. Because we're so early in the season that there is no data hub for us to kind of go and have a look at, unfortunately. So we're just going to have to play and see what happens. We've already had 2 shots, 1 on target, which is pretty good start. 3 shots, 2 on target, 94 possession. Goodness me. So definitely starting at the right end of the pitch, but we've got to get some product. We've got to get some result, some end product, should I say, for all of this toil early doors. So Sevenoaks are managing to come back here. Evans plays a very dangerous pass. I don't know what on earth you think you are doing playing that pass at that particular moment. That's pretty poor. But weather the storm. When they get a bit of pressure, we weather the storm. We've had a good amount of chances. We can move to positive because we are kind of controlling that possession to a really good level. They've got 2 yellow cards as well. Look how narrow though they seem to be. Boulay into Chadwick, into Hillier. Too long on the ball. Gets tackled, and now we're on the defensive. Borg. Out wide. Out wide again. They're really kind of going with that triangle down the right-hand side. It's pretty good defense there, just about, and Chadwick jumps and gets the ball away. That was a relatively good chance for Sevenoaks, and they are definitely getting a little bit more pressure in this game. So what we're going to do, just to try and stop that a little bit, we're going to tell the team to just press a little bit more. I don't really want the opposition getting easy chances to get the ball into dangerous areas. A bit like that. However, that looked like it might have been offside, but we get the ball away and we do pick it up. Hillier. Okay, end of highlight. That's fine. Yeah, they have definitely grown into this game. I'm going to drop it off of positive again. Because we are getting close to that halftime mark. Is anyone playing particularly poorly? Not really. No one really below the 6.5, 6.6 or there or thereabouts. So not really any need to change things up just yet, but they definitely improved in that second half. Analytical data shows that we are... Whoa. Why on earth is our fullback so far back? They're essentially playing a 4-2-4 if you look at that. So maybe that's why our fullbacks are kind of being forced to sit back that far. I think that might be a good idea. So Togwell goes back there. Bambrook. Okay. So a slight change in tactic. We're going to try and start focusing on a little bit of wing play. And I'm thinking maybe Takeda comes off for... Maybe Takeda comes off in a second. Don't actually know if McKay is on the bench or if he was being rested. Sprawley far post. Oh my word. Just offside. I'm just going to quickly check who is on our bench. Connell Jones is there. So we do have John Jones, who doesn't really have the jumping reach to play as a target forward. Wow, that's a lot of space out on the left-hand side. Okay, that's good. Yeah, out wide it goes. At some point it's got to. Or down here. Okay, Makaleni, go, go, go. Into Takeda, shoots it low. Tomonori Takeda has done very well there to put the ball in the back of the net. It is from distance, so it kind of feels like a little bit unearned, I suppose. But if you do get your striker in a kind of central position in this kind of box area here, you expect him to shoot. And in this case, he has managed to score. So I'm going to call for the calm down, get things a little bit kind of chilled out. No, like I say, no one is really having a real bad game. Sprawley's not having the best game, but he's only just come on, so we can try and improve that. Chadwick's dropped to a 6.5 as well. I think we're going to drop onto a balanced again here, just to make sure. Just to make sure that we're not kind of doing too much, going forward too much, and then inviting that pressure. Okay, free kick. Chadwick on the free kick. Off the bar. Off the bar. Very close. Okay, Curran with the goal kick clears it out. Takeda gets the header. Gerard Sprawley, a quick winger, runs down the left, gathers it again. Up the left he goes round his man, get it into the middle. Takeda is there. Off the bar again. Okay, substitution time. Mostly probably best bet to do it by conditioning. So Sam Evans for Kolodinsky. Togwell for Kennedy, I think. Yeah, that works. Takeda's kind of scored a goal. I don't really want to take him off. Upton for Stefan Clark. That works. That's 3 changes. And then we'll make our last change at 85. We've had a very solid second half here where it does not look like they have had much of a chance of anything. You know, they haven't really done much at all. Okay, now Takeda, you can come off. John Jones comes on. He's already got the personalised poacher playstyle. I'll be very happy if we just run away with a 1-0 here from relatively distant goal. Yeah, okay. Oh, 1-0. And look at that XG. 1.20 for us. 1.21 for them. Boulay, Makaleni, great performances. Dan Jones, great performance. Takeda, Evans, May, Hillier also breaking into that 7.0. Sprawley had a good game when he came on, goes to 6.9. And like I was saying, in that second half, our opponent just had nothing. I don't even know if they had a shot in the second half. And we can definitely check that. Shots, Sevenoaks. In the second half. Sorry, that's not even then. Second half only. If I click first half, it goes to... Yeah, look at that. Look at that. The change to the 4 at the back made the difference. In the first half, we've had shots. They've had a good amount of shots. Rather even, really. Not bad in a way. Swap it to the second half. There's only one team shooting and there's only one team scoring. We take a 1-0. Really, really good second half performance. The change to the 4 at the back did exactly what he wanted it to do. We just set back in a 4 at the back. Their 4-2-4 was less impactful. Probably because our wingbacks weren't always getting back and doing that defensive work. But in a 4 at the back, they were because they have to be. I'm going to say that's potentially what went right for us. So a good 1-0. We are going to get some money for that. Post-match press conference. Let's go to it. We don't do these very often nowadays. How far can you go? We can keep going. That was a cracking goal. He played incredibly well. Not a chance. He is not for sale. The relationship's great. I don't even know who that is. I mean, that's always been a funny one for me. They're like, you're not playing direct. I'm like, we just got the win. We receive 1.1. So we did take a good amount of money. Not bad at all. 1.14. Really, really helpful. Takeda, grateful. Berry spotted. Go away. You're not taking my strikers. Next up, we return to the league. Obviously, we only managed to draw in that first game. Let's see what we can do. 6 days gap. Loads of time. Season ticket sales have been announced. Oh, we're going to get to see what team we're up against. But there are 300 teams to draw. So this is going to be some mad clicking until we spot our name. Nothing yet. Nothing yet. Still nothing. We're at 250. Still nothing. 220. Nope. Nope. Seeing teams that we are aware of course. Nope. 130 teams left. I do hope we haven't appeared and I've missed it. No, there we are. Little Common or Canvey Island. I feel like we've played Canvey Island before at some point. I don't know about Little Common, but we are drawn at home, which is lovely. And I can click continue now because I'm not really bothered about the rest of it. We've got a game rearranged against Burnham. I'm going to assume it's because of that one there, because of that match that we've just... Oh, it's because of their match, not because of my match. They haven't even played yet, so we don't know which one we're going to be playing against. Data Hub, real quick. They played cautiously at home. Interesting. They play with a wing play style, so we are going to hit them with our 4-1-2-1-2 balanced, I think. That needs to be personalized again into our deep lying attack. And then that can be personalized into our target forward. I won't pick the team just yet. I'll pick the team when the game is upon us. Okay, a bit of a surprise here because I don't actually fully know how I feel about this one. We've got the Jimmy Woods signing that we wanted to make. And, to be fair to the lad, he's only 18 and his physicals are very good. Very, very good. So I'm not opposed to it. I'm okay with it. But that is going to have to be the last bit of business we make. We complete. Because I said I want to try and use this season to earn a bit of cash back. We've not been bleeding money. That would be a little bit of a overstatement, so to speak. But we've also not been the best with our money recently. Last couple of seasons, we've kind of lost a bit of it. Not all of it. We're not kind of like that bad. Okay, so Luke Frith is going to be starting because he's been training well. Player's been made available to the reserves. Yes, so I've also accepted that. Yes, people who are not getting game time to keep their match fitness and their match sharpness up are going to be given the opportunity to play in... Oh, yes, we need to stop that. To play in some reserve games, which I don't think is a bad idea. You know what, Scott McKay? Let's put you in for Ricky May as a sub. We're playing down the middle. Oh, you know what, Togwell? Let's give you a break for our newbie, Jimmy Woods. Is that all we are going to do? Is that what we're after? We've got... Bambrook is in the wrong position, so we're going to need a DM to go in there. Is it going to be Sky? Could it be somebody else? Could be Melbourne. You know what? I'm not opposed to it being Melbourne. I'm okay with that. Melbourne, you get some minutes for yourself. Danny Upton, let's give you a break for... Oh, I don't know. No, Terrace, of course. Yes, I do. Terrace, in you go. And we'll swap those guys around. Ademi has gone out on loan, so he can be moved into the reserve squad for that exact reason. Is there anyone else who I think we should be giving an opportunity in today's game? We've got centre-back, covers DM, covers middle of the park. You know what? I think Connell Jones... Yes, Connell Jones in for William Kennedy. He's got 6 minutes under his belt. That is not a lot. We need to make sure we get some minutes for these guys. Sam Price, get some minutes. Connor Kennedy, Blair Wallace in goal. Well, maybe. And you know, okay, you know what? Fine. Jay Demetriou, you get some minutes as well. Sotiris did get minutes, 90 minutes in that 1-1. Okay, that's the team we're going with. That is the team we're after. We are going to start unbalanced, of course, because then it gives us the opportunity to kind of go further with it. Jimmy Woods, what is your passing like? It's at 10. Vision's not the best, but your passing is okay. So I think let's tell him in those instructions, maybe don't go super far with it. You know, no need to kind of really go crazy with it. And that instruction will... Okay, I'll have to... Oh, no, it is there. It's still there. Cool. Okay, good. Yeah, that's fine. Those guys just need some match fitness. Here we go. Second game of the episode. Second league match of our season so far. Wow, look at that. They've not had a great start to their season. Let's not let them off the hook. Let's not be the team that gives them an opportunity to get things going. No. We want to make sure we take control in this one. Jones has missed the target, but that is our first chance already. Good start. Now, possession's in our favour. We're doing well. A shot from the opposition. Another shot from the opposition, I believe. Yep, they are okay. Oh, no, and another shot for us as well. We've started really relatively well. Let's go for a encourage. And let's see if we can pick the ball up here and get on the attack ourselves. No, it kind of looks like Uxbridge. Oh, that's a great ball, but that is a really wayward shot when the Uxbridge striker was in acres, really, in a lot of space there. So it's got to be doing a bit better than that. Okay, we've got possession, but we're not getting shots away. So let's go a bit more direct. Because that much possession for only 2 shots is a little bit slim, you know. It's a little bit... yeah, it's not very efficient, is it? Okay, so there we go. That's much better. 5 shots, 7 shots. Wow, that just jumped as well. They've got a yellow card very early. I didn't even notice that for a... How have I not noticed that? 3 minutes in, yellow card to one of their... you know what? We can work the ball into the box. I'm okay with that. With this level of possession, I'm okay with that. Really try and create some chances. And going into the second half, I'm going to give them an encourage now. And then going into the second half, we're just going to keep the same team out there. They're doing well. Give them another encourage. We've started well in this half as well. Our XG is high. Our possession is high. Our shots are pretty high as well. They're going. There's another yellow card. Work the ball into the box is doing its thing. Yeah, we're okay. We're okay. We just got to make sure we get over the line here and get ourselves a goal. So there might be the idea of potentially moving into our 4-3-3 and kind of getting another attacker involved. Because at the moment, you can kind of say you've got 3 attackers. As soon as you're on your 4-3-3, you've got 4 attackers. And I think that's not a bad shout. So Chadwick Chadwick can kind of drift out. Woods can then play down the middle. And Jones... McKay comes on. We swap them around like so. Okay. That's the change we're going to make. We're going to kind of keep the level of mentality. I mean, it's gone to positive, but I might just move that down to balanced again. Scott McKay clears. Chase him down. Don't let him get the cross in. Well done. Oh, no. It's a penalty. Of course it is. Of course it is. Dominate all game. Give away a penalty. And they concede. Okay, we're going to have to go no pressure. And we're going to have to step up and really start kind of putting the pressure on the opposition here. So, let's go and do that. Let's go and do that now. Go and get this goal. Come on. Get us back in the game. At this point now, I'm like, the 1-1 is okay. Because we've been the dominant team. We haven't gone and got the goal. They've literally scored off a penalty. So, fine. But go and get the 1-1. And the earlier we get the 1-1, of course, the more I'm willing to say let's go and get the 2-1. Luke Frith goes out wide. Plays it in. Chadwick into Woods. That's a very nice goal. Jimmy Woods on debut. That's a very nice goal. I like this from Frith. This is kind of patient. I would want him. I'm just going to give it a pause. I want him here to maybe look for the pass in, the cross in. Because you've got Takeda, and I'm going to assume you've got McKay kind of drifting in as well. But it might not be. Instead, no, it's Woods who's in the middle. So McKay must be further up here behind the scoreboard. Oh, no, there he is. So get the cross in because he is there. But this is a lovely pass. It's a great run. It's a relatively composed finish. Just it is somewhat down the middle. But 1-1, very, very good. And I would very much like to throw out the encourage here and see if we can go get the 2-1 because we've managed to get... Oh! Yellow card. Okay. Red card. Oh, he's already been booked. Here we go. Here we go. They go into a 4-3-2, meaning that down the middle of the park, we should be just bossing it from now on. So you know what? Let's go attacking and let's try and send this game home. We've got to win the game if we're a man up. Takeda from distance. Oh, very close. There's a Jones in goal at either end. Making saves. We've only conceded via penalty, so I'm not going to be kind of criticising that. And then we've been given a penalty because McKay, the threat in the box, has been shoved over. Myla Hillier, who gave away the penalty. Can you redeem yourself? Yes, he can. First goal of the season. Of course, it's from the spot. Hillier is relatively reliable from the spot. So I'm very much happy with that one. 2-1. We're going to drop it to balanced. We're going to tell the team a bit of praise for coming back from where they were. And let's get the time wasting going. And let's get this game home. Let's get this game done and dusted. If we get rid of the penalties in this game, we are in an absolute solid 1-0 where we have dominated 90% of the game. We've got almost 70% possession. They've had a man sent off because we are putting that much pressure on our opposition. Terrace picks up a yellow card. There is a minute to go. Please do not concede in the last minute. In fact, it would be very nice if we could score another. Hillier into Woods. Woods, look for McKay. He's right there. Frith, out wide. Or shoot it. Have a go. He does have a go. It's not the best shot, but he was in a good amount of space. I'm not going to say don't have a shot if you're in space. That is full time. 2-1. I'm very happy with that one. I'm very happy we made changes. We went attacking. We got the goal back after the penalty. We got the second goal, which was a penalty. And we had chances to kind of win that 2-0, 3-0, potentially. Lovely, lovely, lovely way to start the season. And in fact, even though I usually want to go 3 games per episode, I'm going to call it there. I'm in a good mood. We've got a good win. Things are going relatively well. And I want to just do a quick stat check to see kind of where we are on our stats and things like that. Loan offer for Brannigan. Yes, that's all good. I'll accept that. Woods to be unveiled. Well, he played incredibly well, didn't he? So positive. He definitely can. Absolutely, and he did in the last game. It should encourage positivity, yes. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Potentially, yes. I think he's a good player. Yes, absolutely. Do you think, how will you get the best? How will we get the best out of him? Well, that first game, we had him in the middle of the park and it didn't really, hard to tell how much he did. But as soon as he was in the cam position, he goes and gets himself a goal linking up with Chadwick. So how do we get the best out of him? Well, we'll try him in multiple positions and that will hopefully see him do a good bit of work. Hopefully. I'm thrilled with a new signing. Yes, I am. You should be too, guys. So, what an episode that was. A win in the cup means we are still in the cup. We go to play Uxbridge away from home. We get the win. We're 2-1. And we are 1-1-0 with our record in the league. A positive start to the season. I'm very, very happy. Thank you for watching, guys. Any suggestions, throw them in the comments. Of course, I will reply. Until next time.